Welcome to Vision of a CEO, a space where beyond having coffee, I'll show you how ideas truly turn into strategy through ambition and discipline. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another section of Vision of a CEO, where every week we bring all the advertising and marketing trends or any topic related to business, sales, you name it, anything that has to do with my business, your business, we bring it all in here every week. But today we're going to be talking about a specific topic that I believe is something that you all have been asking me for. When it comes to bringing in new clients, how do I do it? What's my strategy? What is going on? A lot of people always asking me the same thing. How did I started doing it? Why do I do it? Or is there some like special sauce or whatever? Honestly, I just bring myself. I use my own personality and my own kind of like ideas to when it comes to the table. As you know, I have a background in sales, so I am a professional advertising designer. Yes, so I can. Obviously, that's what why I'm an advertising and design and the marketing, and I have an agency that we do all the creative work for our clients and everything. But this is just the creative side of things. So to bring in clients is a different kind of animal. So that's why I always tell everyone how much you need to know about marketing, how much you need to know about selling specifically. Not marketing, not advertising, selling. Selling your products, selling your services, selling yourself. But you should know, like a lot of people, oh, I don't know how to sell. And I'm like, so why you have a business? Why do you offer your services? And honestly, people are so afraid of selling. It's just insane. Selling is not what you think it is. Selling is not even selling anymore. I mean, come on. It's like you see products, you see other people wearing it, you see people using it, you see other people are talking about it, and that's how you kind of like understand what it is, and you may think you need it, and you do a purchase. It's a whole cycle. I know it's more into it, but maybe the way that I'm gonna break it down for you, the way that I do it, it might kind of work for you. So for me, it's a little easier in a way because it works for me, and I kind of like brought it into a rhythm that is so super cool. When I tell the story, people are like, "Yeah, right, that's what you do." I'm like, you believe me or not? Yes, I'm in advertising, and yes, I believe in advertising, and yes, you should include advertising, but it's not everything. You need to have everything to go back into to get to the point that you do advertising. And this is something that I've been saying since day one. You need to always go back to basics. And yes, we have AI, we have so many things, but guys, stop just using one element and one tool, knowing that you can use AI to do everything right now and be robotic, be my guest. But if you don't go back to basics, if you don't have the right structure for everything, if you don't understand the atmosphere of what you have in the environment of what you created from day one, and if you don't understand that you actually have the right composition of what you created before, it might not work for you. That's why a lot of people think, oh, you know what, advertising doesn't work. Oh no, I'm paying Google ads and it's not working for me. Oh yeah, I do. I have SEO and it's not working. It's just lies. Oh, I'm paying my meta ads and the meta ads is not working for me. But you see what I'm going with this? One is SEO, another is Google ads, and another is meta ads. But it's only, and these are three different tools. What about the rest? The other tools of advertising and channels. Just saying. Yeah, let that sink in for a little bit. And then let's go back at it. But this is my method. As you know, I have a whole background in sales. That's when I started my whole career. I did production, I did media buying, I did storytelling, I did designing way before I started doing sales. So I kind of know the back and forth of marketing, and I know exactly all the tools that you need in marketing. When I was working in the production side, I know how things are. I know what kind of services you need. I know what kind of vendors you need, and kind of understand what they're looking for when it comes to buying a product or services, and how and what kind of relationship they need from a vendor. So that kind of gave me an advantage in a way. But when it comes to selling those products, I had no clue, because it's not the same as buying than selling. So when I started selling, that I told you about this story before, being on a phone and trying to call a random person of a big company for ESPN, for example, is just crazy. It's like shutting on the dark, and you don't know where the target is. But like in my case, I'm in marketing. I have an advertising agency, creative, and you may think ESPN, they don't need marketing. Rockefeller Group, they don't need marketing. Government, they don't need marketing. However, how come I managed to actually work with these people? They are all of these people in other brands like Weather Channel, Nike, and all of these other big brands be my clients. And I'm gonna tell you the worst, maybe not the worst, but the best example that you will not believe, which is government. Government is like, nah, you would never do that to government. My method is really simple. I usually work with the marketing department, obviously, because it's a big company. A big companies, they usually have a marketing department. In the marketing department, the decision, and I always go for the people who are the decision maker. Who are the decision maker in marketing? Chief marketing officers, marketing directors or marketing managers. And that's about it. Not even the marketing coordinators, because usually marketing coordinators work with a marketing manager, but that doesn't mean that they're not useful. What else you have? It's usually marketing directors, marketing managers, or chief marketing officers. Those are the three decision makers. But if you have a marketing coordinator, or if you have a marketing executive, or if you have a branding director or communications director, or if you have a creative director, those are pretty good too. Usually they all communicate with each other, and sometimes the titles like vary. How do I know this? Because I investigated. You have to investigate who you need to talk to. You need to make sure who your target audience is. But instead of just like direct emails, because it's really hard to send emails to these people, it's really hard just to like trying to find out if they are the right people. I am an old-fashioned kind of way. Remember, going back to basics is what you need to do with anything that you do. I call them. And this is something that might not necessarily work for you, because it depends of the product, the services, and everything in your audience. But in my case, that is a B2B kind of concept. I work with businesses directly. In corporations, it's really hard to get in. Sending emails to a person that works in a corporations is like either you get flagged because it goes to spam. They're not gonna read the emails because they get so many emails. So you have to be really persistent. So I prefer to go into, yes, you can send emails, but I will go to LinkedIn. I will look them up, connect to LinkedIn, and call. Why? Because when you go to LinkedIn, you can see a face, you see the name, calling. Again, they connect with you on LinkedIn. You kind of reach out through LinkedIn, not by selling, just connecting, commenting, building a relationship in LinkedIn. Call. And I will never leave any message. Why? Because it's creepy. And they don't know me yet. So I'm trying to build that kind of relationship. But again, guys, it's like a whole dynamic that I use. But you kind of become like a PI kind of thing. And I'm giving you everything right now. So there's nothing that I'm holding back. You become a PI because you understand who they're working with. You become, what time do you call? You kind of keep a log of everything. And I did the same with government, because everyone's like, oh no, you need to participate in the RFPs. You need to send this proposals. And then you never hear back because it's government. Again, guys, you are talking to another human being. They have a title, they work with government, they have different agencies, but they are another human being and they're looking for the right vendor. What did they want from a vendor? To provide a service, good quality, and that you actually deliver. So that's exactly what you need to do, and make sure that everything that you are in compliance with everything that they need. And I am in compliance with everything that they need. So I am another person. So a person speaks with another person, and that's exactly what I do. So this whole AI thing, I support it, I love it, and I use it in my own advantage. However, I never stop going back to basics, making sure that if I don't reach you or I'm not able to connect with you in one way, I go to the other way. And it never stops. It never stops. Because I can send you a whole email sequence with AI and try to connect with you in so many ways. But what if, let's say that your AI, I don't know, strategy is like trying to get you so many clients at once, but you're not paying attention to it, and they respond in a last minute project and they need you, and you're not there to answer. And AI is trying to kind of like, they can do as much as you can, but they cannot do your job. You need to be there for your job, for your business, to do everything that you're supposed to, right? Because I mean, in the end of the day, you have a business to attend, and how much can AI actually do for you? It can do a lot, but it cannot do everything. We're not there yet. I mean, I wish I could have a whole Jennifer that can do everything for me and I can just be on vacation the whole time. And she can do everything. Like, I can call Jen, you do everything. But we're not there yet. So in the meantime that we get there, that's the dream. But we're not there yet. So you have to be on top of everything. Make sure that you have your basics. And when I'm telling you go back to basics, guys, you like branding, your marketing strategy, your audience segmented, everything all together. If I was able to get different departments or different agencies, that's how they like to call it, from government. If I was able to actually get different companies and big brands by cold calling and being persistent and making sure that I was keeping a log and building relationship with them, not just by cold calling and doing one project, and ongoing projects in and out. And if they were going, I don't know, they were doing radio silence on me and I couldn't find them, and anything, I was like, hey, how are you? It's like, like calling back, or I haven't seen you. Sometimes these people move from one company to another company. We'll follow them on another company. That's why you have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is an amazing tool, especially that works for me, because again, I do work for B2B. And if they go to another company, guess what? Most likely they're going to have or follow the same kind of route of professionalism, right? Because that's what they have experience. If they were a marketing director here, chances are that they're going to be a chief marketing director or chief marketing officer in another big company. And that, guess what? That could be another big client for you, because you already have a relationship that has been built from another company. You just have to make sure, hey, it would not take you so long to say congratulations, you deserve it, you are amazing, and connect with your clients from time to time, or do meetings, not necessarily to ask for work or for projects, because that's where the people make the mistakes. And that's why people keep relying so many times in this AI and all this technology and using one tool here and there. You thought I was gonna forget? No, I'm so tired of listening people. Oh no, I have everything covered. I don't need a marketing agency. Good. Okay, fine. So don't go back to me and crawling and saying that you don't need a marketing agency because you have Meta ads or SEO or Google ads. Don't come back, because I know that yes, they might work at certain point, or you may have some limitations, but it's not gonna grow the way you think you can grow. Why? Because you have limitations to a certain extent. If you really want to grow, guys, think bigger. Make sure that your brand is out there. Make sure that you have, again, Go back to basics. Make sure that your audience is actually well segmented, that you know who are you targeting with. How are you targeting this a specific audience? How are you going to be building relationships with them, either by sending them newsletters, emails, by calling them, by providing dinner, by giving them like gifts in a, I don't know, for Christmas, for not necessarily Christmas, because everyone does that, but be unique, do something different, make them think of you every single time they have a problem. Remember, you can sell the same product as a million other people, but you can solve a problem that nobody else is solving. And even though you have the same products as everyone else, but what makes you you is what makes people like you. And it doesn't matter the technology that you use. I'm 100% on board with technology, 100%, because I use it. I use it all the time. But when you use it in your own advantage, but make sure that your basics, that the structure of the business is complete. Make sure that you're not forgetting that human touch and that connection with your clients still in touch. And that kind of had a certain rhythm in there. So make sure that everything is all connected, everything is all aligned. That's why it's so important to have your own differentiator, that identity that makes you who you are in your brand well implemented. It's so important that you still have an identified audience, that you know exactly who you need to talk to. It doesn't matter if it's government. It does not matter if it's huge brand, like, I don't know, like you wanted to do work with Chanel. Who cares? It's Chanel. I don't know, Ralph Lauren, like Jennifer Aniston did when she was in Friends. Yes. Big surprise. I'm a huge fan of Friends. And you're gonna probably hear me talking about Friends a lot. So get used to it. But again, what did she do? She never thought that she was going to be a cute executive for Ralph Lauren. And she did. Yes, it's a show. I know, I get it. But it could happen to you. And let me tell you, I've been into the building for Ralph Lauren, and it's amazing. I've been in so many buildings. I've worked with so many people and so many brands. I've known people now a day that I never thought I could. I have numbers and names in this phone that I never thought I would. And it can happen for you too, by doing those connections and that extra, just like reaching the extra mile for, I don't know, be you, be different. Don't pretend to be anything that you're not. Just do extra. That the method that I use may not work for you, and I'm not selling the method for you. I'm not telling you to use and do the same thing that I do. But what I'm telling you right now is that if you want to use it, take it. I don't care. You need the help with marketing, you need anything, reach out. I'm an open book with everything that I do. I mean, come on. It's so simple. What I'm telling you is who you are. What do you do? What you want to do? What you want to solve? Try to do it. That's what it is. It's not that hard. I'm doing it, but you have to put the work on it. You have to go back to basics. Don't rely into one tool, one channel. There's so many other tools out there. There's like streaming TV. There's like emails. There's like newsletter. There's so many platforms of social media, and don't use one. There's maybe Facebook is not the one that you should be using. Maybe it's LinkedIn. Maybe it's Instagram. Maybe it's TikTok. Maybe TikTok is not the one. I mean, it doesn't work for me at all. And I'm in marketing. I tried. You know what works for me sometimes that I'm surprised? YouTube shorts. Hey, you never know. And what I do, what I notice, I kind of read like all the analytics, make sure what is working, what is not working. Be paying attention to what is working. Don't just focus, oh no, I do that, I do this, I do that, and I'm all set. Be open-minded. So why are you asking me for my help if you're not going to use it? So don't call me. That's it. I'm not going to be the kind of marketer that tells you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. That's who I am. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, the door is right there. And again, guys, this is it for today's episode. I really hope you kind of like understand where I'm coming from when it comes to getting the clients that you're looking for. It doesn't matter how big they are, how famous they are. You can reach your goal. Just you can actually find them and get out there. Just set a goal. Just set your mind to whatever you want to do and get out there. Thank you for tuning in Vision of a CEO one more time. And like you know, every week we are here. So please like, share, comment, follow, subscribe in the YouTube channel or podcast. And thank you so much. It means a lot. And we'll see you next week. Bye bye.